video for y'all. So I want to talk about this Travis Scott concert and what happened. And as you can see, I want to start off by saying I go to many music festivals. I work many music festivals. You know, these are all my credentials throughout the years. You know, I've been around some of the hottest celebrities and artists who have come to pass. You know, so I've been in the game for a little bit, so I kind of know, you know, what's going on, and I feel like I got a little bit to say, you know, a little bit to talk about this whole Travis Scott thing that went down. Um, First off, it was sad. You know, my condolences to the families who lost their lives, to the children, or to the people who lost their lives. Sad. It's never a good experience when you lose your life at a music festival. So it was definitely something that needed to be said and done. It sucks, you know, but you know, tomorrow's not promised for any of us. So, you know, pretty much, I wasn't there. Um, I did see on the news. I waited to hear what the people had to say. I waited to see what the vloggers and the YouTubers and everybody had to say about this. And you know, another thing I noticed too, a lot of my audience is younger kids. You know what I mean, like teenage kids who've never experienced a music festival before. If you've never experienced a music festival before, comment below. But you know, I didn't go to my first music festival until I was 26 years old, 27 years old, and I had no idea what I was walking into. I didn't know about festivals. I didn't know about um, vibes like that. Like, you know, I didn't. I never really like. I don't know. I never really paid attention to music festivals. Like the thing when I was growing up was like concerts. Like I would go to like see a specific artist that I liked, like a Lil Wayne concert. You know what I mean? Or like Summer Jam concert. Like that's the type of shit that I thought about growing up. But like festivals, I've heard about them and stuff. But when I was growing up, music festivals was all about like going on a psychedelic trip and listening to music and taking drugs that you never taken and experimenting with people and touchy and feely and all that stuff. And I was never really into that. I'm more of like a get to the point, straight, you know, like let's listen to the music. If we like each other, we like each other. You know what I mean? Like that's just me. But I've been to many many Travis Scott concerts since 2016. I've been to almost all of his concerts, and I've seen a lot of things that go on backstage and behind the scenes and stuff like that. Nothing out of the ordinary. I'm not saying like, oh, I saw him doing some crazy. No, it's just more like, you know, I just see what happens behind the scenes, how they enter the festival, how they exit the festival, you know, which celebrity gets to do what, you know, get into which stage. You'd be surprised too, because it's like you would think some of these guys would be going on main stages and stuff because their song is popping, but really they're like, you know, one hit wonder and they're on the smallest stage at the show or whatever. But pretty much, I want to talk about this Travis Scott thing because it was crazy in astroworld. Now let's talk about the vibes, right? Let's talk about the vibe. Let's start there. I go to a festival. I want to have a good time. It's all about the vibes. I like some good weed. I want to chill with some girls and enjoy myself. Sit back, relax, enjoy the music. Good vibes, peaceful vibes, loving vibes, relaxing. We don't want no fighting, no arguing, no none of that. Like no bad vibes. Like we're not trying to feel or hear anything negative. So now that we've got that over with, that's what we look for when we go to a show is bad vibes, good vibes. Like, you know what I mean? Like if the vibes is good, you know, we'll do some drugs and feel happy about it and not have a bad trip, what they call a bad trip. So basically, people went to this Travis Scott concert in Astroworld, and it was a festival in Texas, in Houston, I believe. And now Houston, Texas has a vibe on its own. Like, I know a few people from Texas, and they're a whole vibe on their own. Like, pretty much, like, they're like gothic, heavy metal, rock, devil worshiping kids out there in Texas. Like, I've been to Texas a few times, and these dudes, like, they all look pale in the face because they don't never come outside during the day. And that, like, all the gangsters and gangbangers out there look pale in the face. They ain't never been out during the day, and they probably been locked up or something like that. Or they got all these crazy tattoos, and they're pushing hardcore drugs out there. It's Texas, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, they're moving heroin, cocaine, lean, pills, Molly. You know, it's Texas. There's nothing really to do out there in Texas. So people are just doing drugs. These kids are just doing drugs, which is crazy. So that being said, it's all about the vibe. It's all about the vibe, right? So now that we got that over with, the vibe is basically supposed to be a good vibe. Now, everybody that was going there, like I said, I didn't go to the show. I wasn't at this particular show. But from what I've heard through multiple sources, the vibe was like very like not down, but like it was like it was just an awkward vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we gonna turn up here tonight, like one of those type vibes. Like, can't you just feel it in the air? Like, it's about to get lit. Like, it's about to go down. Like, that's the vibe that everybody was talking about. Like, yo, this shit is about to be lit. Like, I'm about to have a good ass time. It's about to go down. You know, all that good stuff. So pretty much like, Travis Scott supposed to come on stage, and everything is normal, and crowd is packed in there. You know, normal stuff. This is normal stuff from festival, or when you're in the crowd of people. It's normal to be squashed in the crowd up on the front of the stage. You just kind of got to be ready for it. Like, meaning have some water, have an exit plan as best of your ability. You know, be aware of the people who are around you, talk to the people who are around you, you know, stuff like that. So pretty much all these kids are there waiting patiently for him to come out, and then all of a sudden, boom, he pops out, the crowd goes wild. Now, if you've ever been in the front of a stage before, you can see how a crowd goes wild. They'll start all pushing up to the front. Everybody will start pushing up to the front, pushing up to the front. So if you're in the front or in the middle, you got no choice. You're kind of like arms crossed just to have a little bit of space for your lungs to expand and breathe a little, and you're just moving with this crowd. Now, everybody did that. They had the good time. Boom, the show goes down. I would say, even being Travis Scott, he should know this after doing all his shows and seeing how many people have passed out or died or whatever at his show. He should know, like, you know, once you get the crowd hype and going, like, you kind of got to give everybody a break. You know what I mean? Like, yo, get some water, throw some water in the crowd, throw some water bottles. You know, let everybody know, yo, listen, we here to have a good time. We're not here to party to death. Literally, you know what I mean? Oh, we're here to party to death. Like, damn. So, you know, I just want to show you, because I wasn't there specifically. So, you know, like most people would say, oh, who are you to talk, blah, 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 because you wasn't there. And all right, fair enough, I wasn't there. Well, let's listen to some of the people who was there. Let's listen to to some of the stories that people who were there.
Did you realize something was wrong?
Honestly, I started realizing it when it was about when SZA's concert was over, everybody started heading towards our stage, and as soon as the music started jumping, that's when everybody just started pushing in, and everybody was just so squeezing into us, we couldn't even move. We were like this the whole time. You literally, when you would move, you couldn't move, like I mentioned, and you just really felt like a frozen. You're just frozen. You just stood there.
And Joe, what did you see? What did you do? What did you see happening around you? And where exactly were y'all in the crowd as compared to the stage?
As far as the stage, we're at the very front. Not the very front, but we held the rail. And like you said, as soon as the concert started, the concert goers, they just pushed. And from what we seen, we actually experienced, we ourselves, we couldn't breathe. And we had security at the rail. And for whatever reason, they were not helping us at all.
So that's one story. That's one. So basically, that's one part of the story. Y'all heard it. One part of the story right there. Now, let's continue. This is real stuff that was happening. And you couldn't hear these kids yelling for help.
I kid y'all not, bro. As soon as Travis Scott started, like, and then he popped out, started going crazy, and like, I'm telling you, as soon as he started going crazy, like, the whole crowd started raging and shit. Everybody just screaming, help, help, help. Mind you, I'm sitting on top of the fence, so I'm looking down on everybody, and I'm seeing all this shit happening, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers reaching, and they crying. I'm trying to pull people out, so look, in the middle, it's a VIP section, like different celebrities and people who pay like thousands of dollars to sit in the VIP section. Mind you, I'm pulling people out and I'm trying to pull them into that VIP section. That's where like people was pulling people in so they can breathe. So the people in the damn VIP section, they getting mad, talking about why the fuck you pulling people over here in our section. I'm like, man, fuck that shit, bro. These people about to lose their motherfucking lives, you know what I'm saying? So I put out this one boy, he probably like 14 years old. This is a little bitty teenager, bro. This one lady, I kid you not, in the fucking VIP section, literally put her hands on this boy and associated this boy and started hitting him like, didn't I tell y'all don't jump the fuck over? So I end up screaming like, bitch, who the fuck is you to tell somebody what the fuck they can do? Like, bitch, this ain't your motherfucking concert, bitch. Don't nobody give a fuck about what motherfucking ticket you paid for. Like, these people need some fucking help. So I'm helping people, I'm pulling people out. And like, it just felt like we was like literally like in fucking hell, bro. Like, it felt like we was in a concert in hell. You couldn't breathe, you couldn't see. Like, just imagine all the people they gonna find tonight who was in that crowd, who nobody could see, who nobody could hear, who passed out, and everybody was just trampling on top of them the whole fucking concert. I kid you not, like, in the VIP section, it was so many bodies laid out. People was getting pulled out who was fainting, and the people were trying to give them CPR, and they was flipping them over, and like they was literally turning them black and blue. Like I never seen death in my fucking life, bro. Just by me alone, it was probably like 10 fucking people laid out dead. And like once the medics tried to help them, they wasn't responding. They moved to the next person. It was nothing they could have do. Like this shit really fucked me up and like really spooked me tonight. Like that was like some demonic shit. Like, and what was so crazy, like people were screaming help, trying to tell Travis Scott. They was like help. The whole crowd was just going like help, help, help. And he just kept going, bro. It was like, that shit was scary, bro. It was so demonic, bro. He sacrificed so many people's lives tonight, like, for real. Like, so many people's lives are gone tonight because they want to go to a fucking Travis Scott concert and have fun. You know, he influenced people to be raging and all this shit. So many people broke in, and it was just chaos, bro. It was a living fucking hell, bro. We really went to a concert in hell, bro.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not the one saying this stuff. You know, I'm not the one. You know, making this up. These are people who actually went to the show, and this is the vibe that they were feeling. They felt like, you know what I mean, like, I don't know, they felt like it was a negative vibe. Okay. Now, who's to say that kid wasn't on drugs when he's making this video talking about, oh, it felt demonic and it felt this way and it felt that way, and I'm not trying to say this and I'm not trying to say that. You know, who's to say he's not an influencer himself or into conspiracies, even though he says he's not? You know, that could all be a front. But we don't know. But I'm just giving you people's point of views who were actually at this show and who were actually there and claim that it was a evil vibe, a bad vibe. Now, why is Travis Scott even to begin with like worshiping the devil and all this stuff? Like, is that his thing? Like is that like what he does? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get it. Like, is like, why is he even, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird. And it's like, we're okay with this? Like, we knew Travis Scott was worshiping the devil and we're okay with this? Like, why is everybody like, oh yeah, well, you know, we never wanted to say anything, but yeah, he's worshiping the devil. Now, like I said, back to these Texas people. These Texas people is like, I don't know, these Texas kids are different. These Texas kids, they on a different type of time too. And like everywhere we got, it's weird because it's like everywhere, even in Chicago, we got people claiming demon time. Oh, drill music, demon time. Oh, I was on demon time. I was doing this in demon time. Like, damn, like what is going on here? So like, is this all music thing about devil worshiping and stuff like that? Like, what is it about? So this brings me to another story.
Let's talk about astroworld and what happened. My name is Daniela, and I'm the owner of a psychic company. Mr. Travis Scott is known for making crowds rage and surge. Many conspiracies is that Travis is opening up the sixth seal, sacrificing these 8 souls. So let's talk a little bit more about that and what that means. As he's overlooking them, Travis could not stop the feud from appearing as the ritual was not complete yet, as these people are begging for him to stop. The energy from Travis in this video is that he's trying to summon something for power. My final verdict? Travis is being used as a host, just like a parasite, similar to COVID-19. Everything needs a host. Travis is being used as a host from this entity, demon, devil, whatever you may want to call it. It's something. See you on the other side is a part of a ritual. And this ritual is in front of you, but not only in front of you, it has to take effect if you're a part of it. But how is anyone a part of it? They're physically wearing it on their body. These words have some sort of meaning and are part of some sort of ritual that is being used to possess souls. As the sacrifices was made for fame, power, and money, these 8 demons, he's taken over these 8 people or more at this point. But I'm definitely going to tell you everything was planned. And I'm sure Travis is trying to go along with things at this point because there's no explanation for what just happened.
So that was another video of what I saw. You know what I mean? Now, these are people who've been there, seen it, who were in the crowd, you know, buried underneath people, yelling for help, This one kid, you can see he dials 911. Watch. He grabs the phone, and you see him dial 911. Look, 911. He can't breathe. They yelling for help. That's crazy. That's crazy. So now they're saying Travis Scott is a devil worshiper and all this stuff, you know, and that this was a ritual. Okay, let's just say it was. They told Travis that he had to get off the stage 37 minutes before he actually got off the stage. Then he brought out Drake, and that turned everything up to even, you know, another level. So it was just basically one heck of a show. A lot of stuff happened, a lot of speculation behind what happened. My personal input was, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. You know, it's kind of weird because it's like Travis Scott is just either he's in on it or he's not. You know what I mean? Like, it's not no in between. It's either you know what's going on, bro, and you're playing the part, and you're over here basically, you know, telling people like, hey, yeah, I'm a devil worshiper, and if you come to my shows, this is how it goes. Like, I get everybody turned up to the point where they're just killing each other just to see me. And you know, and that's how I give my sacrifices. Or you're like, yo, what's going on with my production here? Like, this is not the image that I'm looking for. Like, I didn't expect none of this or want any of this to happen. Like, what's going on here? Why is this happening? Why are these people dying at my shows and stuff? Like, and why does it look like I worship the devil? Like, what was the whole bird flying with the flame thing? Like, what is this? Like, you know, because if it's me and I'm performing and I'm the artist and I'm the guy who's on stage and I got a image to portray, so to speak, like, and I look at my set and I'm like, yo, what in the... You know what I mean? Like, this is clear as day. Someone is sabotaging my name over here because they done put a whole upside down cross into a vortex with a flying bird with flames on it and had me shoot up out the ground and stuff like that. Like, what in the hell is going on here? Like, you know, that would be my response. But, like, I don't know. Like, you know, it's just weird. It was just weird. And who knows, maybe like I said, them Texas people, them Texas kids is different too. So who knows? Who's to say they not down with that? That's how they wanted it, you know, that's how they want to give it up. But I'll let y'all decide. Comment below on what y'all think in the videos and all the speculations behind. Let me know what y'all think. You know, like I said, I ain't got nothing against Travis Scott. I think he's a great artist, great performer. I think he's doing his job just like anything else. But, like, you know, there's something bigger going on behind the scenes. Let's just say that. There's got to be something bigger going on behind the scenes. Because whoever's putting this production together and these images and these views of what these young kids are seeing, because that's all there is watching these things, these young kids. Like, that kid was scared to death. You know, the kids are scared. These kids were, it came out of their mouth. They were the ones who were saying, yo, this is demonic. Yo, this is this. They were the ones who were saying it was negative vibes. Came from their mouth. I wasn't there. Came from their mouth. They're not even religious, so to speak, and you know, and they're saying this. But once again, like, you know, is it all a coincidence? I don't think so. But comment below. Let me know what y'all think. You already know. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It's your boy AB. Holla at me. I'm going to get out of here. Peace.